Hey everybody, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. I'm Bill, and back in the working title CJ4, we're going to go to San Francisco on the PilotEdge network. I checked the weather earlier when I was trying to decide where to fly to, and it was pretty nasty up in the Bay Area. So we have not only some clouds in the area, but we also have winds gusting to 3-2, so 27 knots gusting 32. So that's going to be a little bit fun. I haven't flown the plane in a while and just got back from Flight Sim Expo, so this will be a great time getting reaccustomed to the CJ and talking about how much fun Flight Sim Expo was this year. And let's get ForeFlight out of here and bust out. So we got our clearance already. FMS is programmed, ready to go, and we are ready to get out of here. Even though it says ACI, this is actually Clay Lacy. JohnnyGround.com 204. We're at Clay Lacy with the booze news, ready to taxi. That sounds weird. It feels really weird.
204, John May Ground, 20 right taxi via Bravo Lima.
Bravo Lima 20 right.com 204.
Number 2000 Echo, connect Yuma approach 125.55.
Alright. Moving on out.
Long Golf November, turn right heading 080. 080 for 101 Golf November.
I have to be like the
clear on Bravo 3, taxi to Atlantic.
have to be like the worst flight sim user ever. I just fly in the same plane in the same airport all the time. But I love it. And I don't know if that... I think it's just it's personal preference and I shouldn't read into it.
With this frequency. And,
I don't think I should read too much into it, but I like replicating real world stuff. Even in like racing simulators, I always would load up in a car that I've driven at a track that I've been on, and I don't know what it is about me using these programs, these games, that I just like the real world aspect of it. And you know, so going from you know, being a real world pilot and having a home base, it just seems weird to not always take off from the same airport, because that's what we do in the real world. Can't just decide all of a sudden to take off from a different airport. You got to get the plane there. So it feels weird. Whoops, wrong. That's the wrong taxiway. Nope. Where you're going full length. Just feels weird. It feels weird to just randomly load up someplace cool. I'm not getting the full experience of being able to load up anywhere in the world, but I enjoy it. Like, it's not like I don't enjoy it. It's just I'm aware of how much of this game that I'm missing. Yeah, exactly, Jake. And that I'm honestly, you know, I'm fine with that. You know, when I do when I do switch it up, you know, it makes it that much more fun. But
2697 Juliet Palm Springs, clearance to Las Vegas Airport Cathedral. 1 departure is found. Maintain 7000.
Yeah, I just like it. I don't know. I am unashamed about how I do it, but it is noticeable to me. Well, thanks. I mean, it's not about. I mean, there is a portion of that, of the repetition. Like, I'm doing it over and over again, so they're really, you know, I should be able to
What was the heading again for
get better at it as I do it over and over again. But yeah,
vector back through the localizer, and then you can expect a vector back around.
The guy has been to Battle Mountain. That's all he needs.
Going to 260.
Pilot Wiley,
Vectors
cheers.
back around,
Happy
10 November.
trash day.
And 1 Golf November, cancel the approach clearance.
Canceling approach clearance.
All right, let's get departure.
535, final 160.
Okay. So I am consistently behind the plane on these departures. So let's see, garbage boy. Let's see if I can stay on top of this. Let's see here. Yeah, it's fun doing it, DJ, and I like it's the best part about video games, about computers, about computer programs, is that you get to use them how you want, and without sounding like really cheesy, you get to live your own story, and that could be virtual airline, like Pilot Wiley, or it could be, you know, bush flying in, you know, all over the world, and something little, GA, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that you can replicate or not, or, you know, live vicariously through. It's that's the beauty of it. It's the beauty of it.
24, can we back correct?
Well, I mean, look, we're not all virtual airline guys, Pilot Wiley. You've made it into the virtual. You're a virtual legacy pilot, and that's really tough to do. JohnnyTower.com 204 holding short 20 right at Lima.
Doug, 204 Johnny Tower, remember 20 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 20 right.com 204. All right, so we go lights, heats,
runway 31 left, taxi via Alpha.
ignitions. We're going to check the ignitions, or I'm going to close.
Doug, 535, flying 260.
Close that guy. So it's lights, heats, ignitions are the 500 citation. We don't have to worry about ignitions here. So we're just going to go lights and heats.
LA approach, SoCal approach, confirm that switch up, 535.
Hey, from now, we go. 270 heading.
Entered runway 20 right, 5,600 feet remaining.
Got it.
1 Golf November, fighting 040.
We rolling.
040, Golf November.
I have been incredibly fortunate to be in a couple of light jets at John Wayne, and taking off in them is such a crazy
724 Whiskey John, ground 20 left taxi Alpha Hotel Charlie Kilo.
Such a crazy experience, and I really feel it in this simulator when we're rolling. It's crazy.
Roger. To make it change runway 25 left, clear visual departure 25 left.
Roger, clear visual 25 left, JetBlue 535.
I did not load up the V speeds, which was a mistake, but we made it out okay. That reboot kind of screwed me a little bit, I think.
Hello. Hi.
Hi. Arca, welcome. Don't know what any of that means, but thank you for joining the stream.
Doug, 204, connect departure.
Departure.com 204. Okay, so the plane has not yelled at me yet.
31 left at Alpha, ready to go.
2657 Juliet Palm 3 star, runway 31 left, good for takeoff.
Altitude.
31 left, clear for takeoff, nice and go.
SoCalDeparture.com 204, 4,600 climbing on the Hero 3.
Doug, 204, SoCal departure with a contact, climb via Citic 7, maintain flight about 230.
Climb via Citic 17, 230.com 204.
Shipley 535, connect Los Angeles Tower 120, point enter 5.
120, point enter 5, JetBlue 535.
Okay, so this should help here. Here we go. Okay, knocking the rust off.
Shipley 535, LA Tower, number 25 left, good wind.
See ya. Later, dudes. Good God. We are picking it up and getting out of here. I love that view of Newport down there. It's super cool. Okay, we're tracking okay. Looks good. Climbing on out. We've got, yeah, we're looking good. Okay.
Dugon 204, connect LA Center 135.5.
35.5.com 204. Pachoo, 35.5.
We'll go off number finding 190 intercept localizer.
All right, Squawk Info. I love you, dude. Glad you got home safe.
One Golf November finding 190 190 intercept localizer. 2 Delta Echo, connect Yuma Tower.
LACenter.com 204 5000 climbing flight level 230. Get that right?
204 Lima, correction at .com 204 LA Center, Roger. November 12 Delta Echo, Yuma Tower.
Beautiful Catalina.
Roger. It's going to be a bit of a taxi.
Look, now to my defense, this is a really freaking cool airport to fly out of. Doing
runway
8.
This is such a freaking
Climbing
awesome
to transition altitude.
Such an awesome departure, and oh man, yeah, it's great.
2 Echo, runway 8.
Seeing Catalina out there is freaking awesome. I think we have our work cut out
Left base from 8 could land.
in San Francisco. About to make the right turn at Mika.
No, Hotel Juliet, Charlie to the ramp, cross runway 25 right at Juliet.
Right turn at Mika. Noir, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us tonight. What's up?
Duck 204, contact LA Center 133.2.
33.2.com and 204. That is 4-flight CW. So I have that connected, and she gives me all the appropriate call outs. Yeah.
Altitude.
What do you do on the island? You land at the airport and get buffalo burgers. That's pretty much it. I mean, it's beautiful. It's freaking awesome. LACenter.com 204, flight level 230.
Charlie. November 1 Golf November, do you have Van Nuys in sight? One Golf November, finding 210. It's a short vector to get you close to localizer.
Buffalo burgers, buffalo tacos. Oh, it's the best. That airport is so awesome. LACenter.com 204, flight level 230.
Duck 204, LA Center, climb maintain, flight level 320.
up to 320.com 204. And now we're going to go back into flight level change mode, crank that sucker down. Flight level change mode is, you normally wouldn't do that in the real plane, but it works nicely in fake plane land. The noise abatement, that's a great question, DJ, and that never enters my world at all. So I haven't hunted that down, that information down.
One's also ever finding 170 to set localizer.
I think that it is a company thing.
Remember, 3 to ferry, maintain 3,800 until established good hours.
So this is kind of what I've gathered, is that each operator has its own version of that noise abatement procedure that's based off of the actual departure. So it's like a profile, it's a performance profile calculated based off of the aircraft and the weight and all that stuff within the constraints of the departure.
So 24 Whiskey, Joey,
so like United will have a noise abatement departure procedure for the Hero 3 that's specific to their plane.
Do you have the ATIS?
So there isn't anything charted, is what I've gathered.
7824 Whiskey, okay, runway 20 left kilo, clear for takeoff.
I don't know. Does that... Because the thing, it is... there isn't an actual noise abatement... Well, clearly, there isn't an actual noise abatement procedure in terms of IFR departures. That's like a VFR thing, right? Like, don't turn, turn over the high school, or, don't make a turn until the shoreline. Like, all those things are all VFR procedures. IFR, there's no equivalent IFR procedure. However, you can still pop sound IFR, but you're on an instrument departure. So imagine, imagine a plane that is taking off during, it's the marine layer. You're in IMC at like 300 feet. And you're in IMC, so you're under the hood, you're IFR, whatever. The only thing that matters is your altitude profile, your climb gradient or whatever. So you have this performance takeoff, this maximum performance takeoff, that still keeps you within the departure. So you can fly the departure as charted or whatever. So the best bet would be to find something online, or frankly ask in the Discord if anyone has that information. Like, because I know like the light jets won't really they don't, I mean, they still will bust sound, but they don't do anything differently, and they're so much lighter and have such greater performance that they just take off and they're out of there with no problem. So it's like dependent on the plane, like the A220s, they probably don't really need to worry about the the high performance stuff. I was on an Alaska 175, and that's what they did. Just thought it was interesting. Yeah, and that's pretty typical. Is you've got this maximum performance takeoff. They level off at about 1,000 feet, and then roll back to 75% power. Usually is what I was told, because I've done the same thing. I've asked about it, and that's basically what they do. So. maximum performance 2,000 feet, and then they roll them back. They know where the microphones are, and the reason why it's important for the air carrier to be the one that has that procedure is if you bust sound 3 times, you will you're not allowed in at John Wayne for like a year. I think it's for a year. I think that's how it is. So the FAA doesn't really care about that. They just want you to be safe with, you know, from IFR perspective.
69ers the altimeter.
So the airline does. But does Alaska have that procedure or SkyWest? Yeah, they should. That's why I mean, like, they probably all have their own internal procedure for John Wayne based off of their airframes and all that stuff. It's up to them to not bust sound. However they do that, knock yourself out. That's why it's like, okay, if you know, Delta flies a 757 out of there, that dude's going to go max performance, noise abatement procedure, level off at 1,000, pull the power back, all that stuff. Does the A220? Probably not. The A220 is probably quiet enough where it could just climb out and, you know, just under normal takeoff performance and be totally fine because those engines are so much quieter. So I think that, to me, it would make sense to have that be just specifically per airline. And again, that depends on what types of planes they have. So does SkyWest, you know, like the 175s, if Alaska's doing it, and 175, the SkyWest is probably doing it as well. Let me see if I can get
247 John McLean's going to jump on airport, finding 230 right of vector, Seal Beach direct. Climb maintain 2000, departure 128.1,
Hey, Steve.
squawk 1410.
What's up?
You're on stream right now. Can I ask you a quick question about John Wayne?
Sure.
So the noise abatement, and Mike, you might be able to answer this too. The noise abatement procedure out of there, you know, like the full performance takeoff, level off at 1,000, pull the power back. Is that per company that procedure exists?
Yeah, every company has their own way of doing it.
Okay, so it's within the constraints of the departure, but just the profile of it, whatever they need to do performance-wise to not bust sound.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Okay. Is that document does that look like a departure plate? Like, is that kind of how they present it, or is it even...
At the airlines, I think it does, but
yeah,
like at my company, we just teach it a certain way. We have a noise abatement departure we teach, and we just do it that way every time in the King Air. But like, we've never... Like, it's really hard to bust a noise sensor at John Wayne in the King Air.
Yeah.
But like in the Sovereign, we have our own... There's like in the Sovereign, Textron has a profile they've published for like reduce like noise abatement. So we just use that whenever we take off the Sovereign.
Huh.
But like airlines definitely have their own procedures for it based on every airframe, and they have it like published in their manuals somewhere.
Yeah, and I'm sure it's based on, it's like airframe and like weight loadouts too, I would imagine, right?
It makes a difference. I think it's the same procedure regardless.
Is it? Okay. Well,
Yep.
that is awesome. Okay, thank you. I love you. You too, Mike.
Sure.
Okay, so there you go. There you go. So the guy Mike there, he is the youngest 777 FO in the country. So that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, 24-year-old 777 FO.
26 right taxi Charlie Bravo.
He showed me his license, and it's insane. Like, he's typed in B17, B24, B25, L39, just like all the citations. What the hell is the name of the Saberliner? Just like all this crazy crap. It's insane. Super cool dude. Well, I'm actually kind of proud of myself that I was correct on that. So that is super cool. Hammer, I have no idea what that means. Thank you, DJ. Thank you. I guessed correctly. So, how's the weather looking in San Francisco? It is still crazy town. Alright, so we'll go to performance. We can update this later too, but 280 at 27. Temperature is 17.
LA Center, TBM 2697 Juliet at 1,000. 13,000.
2697 Juliet, LA Center, altimeter 2981, 29 palms.
2981, nice to meet you.
And then what do we have for the arrival? So arrival is in there. ILS. Okay, so we got the ILS at Eddie. So I will add procedure. I bet, yeah, you guys, looks like you got totally cleaned out. Procedure, approach into SFO. Let's do ILS to a right, and we'll do from Eddie. I am
November 1 Golf November Rampy.
Going to guess that
Rampy Alpha
probably be the better option there, but I guess that's fine too for now.
Box 27 Las Vegas, Star Moment 26 right to for takeoff.
So we're not like necessarily in in brief approach plate land, but while it's up here, we got the localizer 11.7. Elevation is 13 feet, and this is going to get us all the way down to 213 feet. So that should be plenty. That should be plenty. We're going to be... The wind is crazy, and we have supposedly... Let's see what our wind situation is.
247 John McGraw, turn transponder on.
Is that only showing a 2 knot wind? ForeFlight was showing that it was a 30 knot headwind. DJ, is that Oakland? Or are you talking about SFO? No, because SFO does not have those numbers. So it would have to be Oakland. I am looking at San Francisco right now, and those numbers don't match. STS. Okay. Sweet. Dude, pick me up a case of Pliny the Elder, if you could, please. I freaking love that place. Santa Rosa is great.
Pop, radar contact, connect departure.
Santa Rosa is beautiful. Huh.
463 Kilo Papa, Santa Barbara departure, resume on navigation, cancel altitude restriction. Block 297, connect departure.
Dude, look at how awesome this freaking sim looks.
Block 297, last 6, departure with a contact
really
line, maintain
is
flight level 190.
pretty badass. What's that light look like it's on? Huh, it was on. The switches were off, but that's weird looking. Now it's off. Yeah, those mountains look
Block
freaking
380,
great.
runway 26, right clear for takeoff.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. 30 knots right down the pipe might be
2131 Assembly Disney 4, John Wayne Alton.
not as crazy as I'm thinking it could be, but
2987.
2987 Assembly the Disney
there's
4,
some
4131.
unpredictability about how the simulator functions weather-wise, so this could be pretty nutty or not nutty at all. That's why we're here. We're here to find out. It's going to be fun regardless. Oh, this is good. This is good. I do look forward to Flight Sim Expo next year being busier. But for what it was this year, I liked it a lot. Yeah, it's a really fun event. It's absolute total nerd fest, but in the best way, in the absolute best way possible. And yeah, it was good. I gotta try X-Plane 12. Like, I watched the Laminar Research keynote and played X-Plane 12 a little bit.
Block 3 connect departure.
So that was kind of cool to be able to do that.
Are you receiving Hector?
And then the honeycomb stuff, I haven't used the honeycomb gear at all. So that was really interesting using that stuff. Really interesting. And yeah, the pedals are huge. Yeah, you definitely want to be a part of it. it's fun. I mean, it is. It'll be hopefully announced soon where next year's will be, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be convenient. John, Flight Sim, hello to you. Welcome to the stream. Happy Tuesday. This is absolutely beautiful.
Box 397 LA Center 60.
260 over from that.
Santa Maria. I think. Yep. Santa Maria. Yeah. There's Oceano right down there. That is one of my favorite airports.
It is 13,000 now.
Negative indicates 13,500.
I do use FSE.
I got 2981 in the
Vote the Caribbean.
altimeter, and I'm reading 13,000 on my screen. Sorry about that. I couldn't get it.
Yeah, Oceanos. Oh, FS, not FS Economy. FS Flight Sim Expo. Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, John. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Surprisingly busy compared to what I thought it was going to be. So that was really nice. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has heard where it's going to be next year. Yeah, I went to the Vegas, the last Vegas
380, are you receiving Hector?
one.
Box 30, direct Hector.
And yeah, I was really bummed that last year was canceled. So happy that
Duck 204, Kinetic Token Incident 127.45.
2745.com 204. See you later.
Bill.
Let's see who we got here. Who do we got? Oakland Center, goodevening.com 204, flight level 320.
.com 204, Oakland Center, a glorious evening to you, sir.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Hey, bird.
Whoa, buddy.
When you're the controller and I'm the pilot.
Yeah, Shane, I like it too. I like it too, man. Though the role reversal was pretty fun. There's my first speed bus for the night. Come on down. Nope. What? Jeez. Do I not have that thing bound? How did that... Uh-oh. Dang. Kayla May, what's up? Okay, so that feels weird.
Window the Bravo, Foxtrot, 2 parking lot order granted.
What the hell?
Number 2, Charlie Whiskey, landing at the ramp is at your own risk. Report landing assured.
The quadrant seems to not be working anymore. That's why it was not working. Yeah, my throttle quadrant
16, Portland ground, rolling winds are
dead.
left at Tango, actually the Alpha Tango.
Oh god. Not good. This is not good. Did I fix it? Please tell me I fixed it. Please tell me I fixed it. Please tell me I fixed it. Yes. Yes. Okay. Whew. Phew, 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 phew. That really had me worried there for a second. That's crazy.
Number 112 Vader, no traffic between you and the Front Range Airport. Report IFR cancellation in the this frequency on the ground view 124.
NATO, I don't really look at the D10s. I just have them in, I just put it wherever I can maintain speed.
Number 2, Charlie Whiskey, Roger.
So like I don't look in the D10s. I go by the actual thrust. So, you know, like it's usually 95% N1 is where I'll find a sweet spot for cruise. Dave, what is up, Dave? Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for the raid. Cheers to Dave. I hope you buttered in that 737, dude. It is trash day. See, that's exactly why I call out trash day. It is trash day. I'm providing a public service. AL South Miami, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for
Destination ATIS is 118.
for coming into the stream. Appreciate it, guys. And you're going to...
Welcome 204 to send via the Surfer 4 arrival.
We'll send via Surfer4 arrival.com 204. Okay. Do we have some information? Yeah, we do. So let's go. What's the end of this thing? I guess hell, we'll just go. We'll ship it down to 3,000. And then 4 will go. Where are we at? Okay, so we only have, so Gnarly is our first. First spot here. Okay. I was working both sides of the fence. Nice way to think. That's funny. Yeah, I did Part 61 training. Yeah. Yeah. Coffin feeder.
4131 Charlie.
Welcome.
Trying to transmit to you, but my microphone.
Welcome.
No traffic between you and Redson. And
Okay, so TOD's in there. Got it. Okay, we're good. Love it. TOD is calculating. So you see there we're in VNAV mode, and it's calculating our top of descent there, and that's good to go. The airport that I got my private at is John Wayne, Sierra November Alpha. Objectively the best airport in the world. Okay, so once we get to the top of descent, we'll be able to call out our descent. And oh yeah, I was in the middle of getting our ATIS. 15, 18, 85. There we go.
Temperature 17, dew point 9er, altimeter 29 or 9 or 6.
SNA.
Right, 28 left. Visual approaches in use. VFR departures, contact, clearance, delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Notice to airman runway 0 right 28 left close. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotel.
Hotel. What did you find a challenge in PPL? Landings, no. ATC, no. What's the toughest thing for me was just like all the regulation crap behind it. I picked up the actual flying, navigating, all that stuff pretty quickly. It's really just the memorizing stuff that you don't use all the time. So Moose, SNA is for Santa Ana. So the full airport name.
Nope. Walker 1016 Portland Tower. Flight heading 110, runway 10 left at Tango, cleared for takeoff.
OaklandCenter.com 204 starting our descent.
Roger.
So Santa Ana, the full name for John Wayne is it's like Orange County John Wayne Airport at Santa Ana or something. It's like the Angels. Yeah, it's Santa Ana is where that came from. I am working towards my instrument right now. Very slowly working towards my instrument, but working towards it. Okay, so we're on our way down. It's freaking so much fun to fly. I can't, every time I get to do it, it's incredible. And just, being, it's been overcast the last few days, and I'm not to the point, I'm to the point where I want the instrument training for precision. I'm just super happy flying around VFR and not needing to actually file and all that stuff. Oh yeah, no, it's all right, Moose. Yeah, I mean, some of these airports make no sense. The identifiers are kind of tricky. I'm terrible with airport identifiers. If I ever do fly for money, John, it'll probably be private charter stuff. That's the long-term goal. But right now, it's just fly around and have fun. And what I fly will largely depend on what my friends are flying in. That will give me jobs and pay for my type rating. That's pretty much it.
Walker 1016, contact departure.
So it could be Sovereign, could be Falcon, could be Gulfstream. None of the above, all of the above. There's Laguna Seca down there. And since that will largely depend on client stuff, you know, like who, what planes they're working with, that's likely to change pretty rapidly. So.
Mark 1016, turn right heading 230.
Freaking sweet. Heck yeah. Dude, there's all kinds of weird flying jobs you can get. It is not always the normal stuff. I have a friend who flies a King Air in survey patterns over the LA basin and drops male mosquitoes everywhere.
.com 204, contact NorCal 121.3.
21.3.com 204. John, ask as many questions as you can possibly think of. It's totally fine. And definitely join the Discord if you haven't. Yeah, sterilize mosquitoes. Yep. Yep, exactly. Yeah, John, you can ask away day or night there. Name a few things you really use the sim for in real life training. Communication, navigation, procedures, checklists. Those are the only things that you can use. What's up, Cap Jiff? OaklandCenter.com at 204, descending through flight level 220.
.com 204, NorCal approach. The San Francisco altimeter 2996. Expect the ILS runway 28 left.
We'll expect ILS 28 left, and we've got information hotel 28 left was notamed out.
Yeah, I'm a little confused because it was supposed to be right that's closed at this exact moment in time. Maybe I have it backwards. Maybe right's open, and I don't know. But the data seems like it's advertising something incorrect. Let's say the ILS 28 right for now.
Roger that. We'll expect ILS 28 right. Citation 204 Lima Echo. Okay. So that's fine. That's what we were expecting. Let's let the Bay Area load in here. You'd think that 64 gigabytes of RAM would be enough, but this is where we find ourselves. Pilot Wiley, if I'm still on the background, in the background for you, I apologize for the weather that you've had the last couple of days, apparently. That sucks. That is nasty. Should be doing my first solo pretty soon. That's awesome. Congratulations, man. That is very exciting. Very, very exciting. How many hours are you at? That's cool. Super cool. Right on, man. That's cool. Very freaking cool. Oh. Boy. The hazards of working from home and then finishing your workday and streaming. I haven't budged. Yeah, John, exactly. Yeah, it's a text. It's like a forum, chat forum. You can post pictures. There are some voice chat areas that are possible, but yeah, it's incredible resource. If you have any questions, day or night, that is the place to get the answers. Obviously, I'm happy to do whatever I can to answer as many questions as you have. The various CFIs and jet pilots and
Transition altitude.
all
Nearest
that stuff
altimeter.
are a little bit
3000.
more equipped than I am to answer questions, but
Walker 1016, contact Portland. Nope, contact
Simage,
Center, 121.4.
happy Tuesday to you.
121.4, Walker 1016.
All right, and then we are going to be at 3,000. Okay, so 3,000 is the top. The tippy top. Eddie is 6,000. So let's make sure that Eddie looks like it's 6,000. Yep, Eddie is 6,000. Then we've got discontinuity. And then Sibby. So that discontinuity, I'm actually going to get rid of that guy. So this...
Walker 1016, Seattle Center, early climb, maintain 16 down.
So we'll execute that. So that should be good. Let's see. Last time I went around, we had to go around twice for birds, one for wind shear. Yikes. That will wake you up. Heck yeah, CADGIF. It can be a great tool. Initial approach fix. And then Seppen is, I think Seppen is where we're going to be at 3,000. Yeah, okay, so Seppen's 3,000. Awesome. Sweet, sweet. A trainee in the tower almost cleared an Embraer for takeoff while we were on short final. Trying to run the pinch play, huh? I see what's going on there. I see what you're trying to do. And John, thank you for joining the Discord. Welcome to the big show. All right, everybody, sit down and shut up. We're landing, and it's gonna be spicy. Gonna is going to.
Welcome 204, contact NorCal approach 135.65.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned on
3565.com 204.
So please, be seated.
Exactly what I think. 3565. Pilot Wiley, I was just saying that I apologize for the crappy weather you're having. This is apparently going to be pretty spicy. Oh, hell. There it goes. And I don't know yet. Wiley, are we going to are you gonna load up? NorCalApproach.com 204, descending through 1000. We have information hotel at San Francisco.
Welcome 204 NorCal, cleared ILS from a 28 right approach from Eddie.
Cleared ILS 28 right approach from Eddie.com 204. Loaded to SFO. Okay. North or south? I'm fine going either way. Vegas is probably too little too long. Kind of a relatively shorter hop. Also think about that on the taxi. Taxi to the FBO. Okay. I think PDX is a little bit too far, though. You can hear Julia starting dinner. Let's make sure that this... Yeah, Oakland would be a short hop. That would be a short hop. I don't know what she's making. I think she said she was going to do some kind of a bake. I don't know. Freaking better be good, though. Right? Eugene could be good. Let's do performance, approach, next. .103, okay. .103, got it. Or bend, yeah. Okay. Those are good options. Can't get too far ahead of ourselves though. Still have to get this flight done. I'm not confident. 20. How is this sim going to handle 28 gusts? Oh my god. Hotel. So we're looking good on the approach. So we are from Eddie. Pilot induced for sure. We're visual on the runway, so that's good. I'm still gonna fly this whole thing just because it will be fun. Okay, so there's Eddie. How you doing, Eddie? Ground Point Niner, what is up? Let's go all the way down. We're cleared for the approach, so we're cleared all the way down to minimums. Let's see here. Do you find flying the sim feels different enough that it actually screws you up when you get back into the real life flying? Not since I pay attention to the differences, John. There are a lot of differences, so being aware of what those are is really important when you are transitioning from one to the other. And you got to make sure that you don't have any negative learning as a result of that. Oh, AJ, dude, it was so nice to finally meet you this weekend as well. It was so much fun. Derek is awesome as well. Just freaking super cool. Yeah, so that is the best part by far of that event is being able to meet people like you. That, I mean, we've effectively known each other for years and never have met, and that's freaking crazy and super cool that we got to do that. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Taking this one nice and easy. AJ had some things to take care of. Oh, that's AJ. That's hilarious. That is awesome. Well done, sir. Everything is hooked up, looking nice. So we're going down to 213 feet. And cannot get any... Well, I shouldn't say that. That's a bit hyperbolic. We sure can get prettier than this, but this is one of the coolest approaches. My God. All right, coming up on Seppin, and then we will be on the localizer. Yeah, they do look really good. There's our runway. Okay, and we should be making the turn onto the localizer right about... Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Oh, where are you going there, pal?
Autopilot.
Dude, that should maybe not do that. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Jeez. Of course, blame the autopilot. Oh, Tactical Llama. Joe, what is happening, man? NorCalApproach.com 204. We've got the airport in sight.
Come 204, under contact tower 20.5.
20.5.com 204. San Francisco Tower, good evening.com at 204 ILS 28 right approach. Information hotel, full stop.
.com 204, San Francisco Tower, with 2 right, clear line.
Clear line 28 right.com 204. Beautiful. Alright. Now, the Tactical Llama that's in here is one of the most renowned private jet pilots in the country. So, no pressure at all.
Boise clearance, citation 158 Delta Alpha's IFR to Tri-City.
I've got my boss waiting on the ramp and watching, and one of the best corporate pilots in the world watching as well.
Or 158 Delta Alpha, Boise clearance, clear the Tri-Cities Airport, Boise.
It's if I'm looking at the panel, it kind of changes. If I look outside, it changes, the exposure.
Let it do what it do, baby. We up, baby. Best angle to climb.
Ola as filed. Maintain 16,000, departure 119.6,
hey,
squawk 4466, citation 158 Delta Alpha.
Ground point niner.
For 158 Delta Alpha, back there.
Cheers, dude. Freaking cheers, man. Thank you for the sub.
Altitude.
Altitude.
2 mile final runway 28 right.
Okay. 800 descending. Yeah, but you're the dude flying the jet, though. That's the thing. Is you are the dude. Yeah, that ground point outer guy he's pretty cool. All right, let's see. Get it.
500.
Get it. All right. Later.
500. Autopilot.
Autopilot is disconnected. We're taking it by hand. Big man, right? Disconnecting the autopilot at 400 feet. It's like, dude, you weren't. No, you guys are freaking awesome. Oh, of course. Sorry. Okay, I'm gonna focus here just for a second. Lights are all on. Flaps are full. Crazy crosswind situation happening right now. Try to peek at some windsocks. What do we have? Oh yeah, they're howling. They are at full attention.
Hello. Hi.
Alright, so we're not going to win any centerline competitions, but that's pretty good, considering 30 knot wind.
Approaching runway 01 right, 19 left.
Yeah, the altimeter I don't think was
entered runway 01 right, 19
fully
left.
accurate to what the sim was reporting. Or
approaching runway 01 left, 19 right. Entered runway 01 left, 19 right.
Join Charlie to GA parking, monitor ground.
All right, Echo Charlie to the ramp, monitor ground, DOCOM 204. Zero. Okay, so there is Echo, and Charlie is coming up after that. Let's get the strobes coming off. Let's get the flaps coming up. And let's get over to signature and get
Centennial Ground,
overcharged like crazy.
Is at the Delta ramp with Golf. VFR departure to the north, ready to taxi.
We flew LT all the way to PA with 0 issues. Then we got repoed MKE just 75 minutes away, and like 4 things broke. Oh, that sucks.
We're 53006 uniform Centennial Ground, runway 17 left, taxi via Alpha.
17 left via Alpha, 530.
Okay,
uniform.
so we need a new flight for the second leg. Need like a good let's see. Cat Jeff, have a great night, and Thursday, we might not be here on Thursday. I am thinking I am going to be flying in formation with Brad. We have a couple of events coming up that he has asked me to be the right seat coordinator, which we've done numerous times and shown video of and all that stuff. One of them I cannot disclose yet, but it could be really cool. Cleared left. Cleared right.
Boise ground, citation 158 Delta Alpha, south ramp, taxi with Romeo.
Yeah, for sure. AJ, absolutely, man. Yeah, let me know when you're back, and we'll get something together. That'd be super fun.
Runway 10 right, taxi via Bravo, Foxtrot, Juliet.
Taxi runway 10 right, Bravo, Foxtrot, Juliet, citation 158 Delta Alpha.
Dude, how freaking cool is this? That was so fun. Oh my god, that was great. Okay, so let's get that coming off, that coming off, that coming off. I should have turned that off initially, so I apologize for that. The airport is at 13 feet. So it is not quite at sea level, but it is pretty... That's as close as you're going to get.